Hi everyone, it's Carrie over at Double Click. Okay, it's video number 3. I really had no idea it was going to take this long to go through my craft room. So anyway, let's get on with this. I'm so excited. It makes me love my space even more. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for stopping by. So in my last video, I went through all of the top and this whole area. So we're going to move down. I have the original Cricut. I got it in 2009 as a gift from my husband, and I love this one. I had a newer one, which I got rid of, and I just keep my old one. I keep my cartridges in alphabetical order in this little drawer. And if anyone has Cricut cartridges that they're going to be getting rid of and would like to do a trade, please let me know, because I'm always looking to add to my original Cricut stash. So you can DM me on Instagram at DoubleClickConnect, or you can, my information is here somewhere on YouTube. I'm not sure where, but I know it is. Okay, anyway, so I love my Cricut. My Cricut mat I keep back here, and this is like my landing zone. So when I move boxes from up above or off to the side, they go right here into this area. And nothing interferes. We made sure that everything fit in this area. I love my Cricut. I love it so much. It's wonderful. Okay, so these are my Cricut books. I know some people probably don't even understand what this is, but back in the day, you had to buy a Cricut for each specific cut, theme that you wanted, and you would get a mat and a book for the cartridge cutout, the image cutout, and yeah, I mean, this is mine. So these are in alphabetical order. It's pretty funny. What I do is I rotate the boxes, because when I want to make something, I'll just pull a book and just pick something. So I noticed I was always picking ones from the letters A through whatever it was, F. So now I rotate my boxes, so I use different cartridges. And anyway, this is the scan and cut. I bought this used off of a good friend of mine, and I love it because I have 50 million stamps. I do not like to fussy cut, so I got these new mats on Amazon, and it works perfect. I love it. I love it so much. So, yes, my brother's scan and cut. I kind of went through these already, my markers, what was in those drawers. So in this little corner area, I'm not necessarily a planner, but I do daily journaling and to-do lists and track my life. So I'll show you like a blank one that I have of just, things that I just decorate it every single week to keep myself accountable and on task, because normally I do work, and I actually still am working outside of the house. I work for an essential business, but I also coach, and I'm not coaching right now. Makes me so sad. My heart is broken about it. But anyway, this is where I do all of my journaling and daily tasks. So it's a corner desk, and I love, love, love it. So from here, actually, I guess we'll finish it right here. So this is where I keep all of my flowers, and I opened all the packages and put them in color order. That way, maybe I'm more likely to use them. I used to use flowers for everything. Now, not so much, but anyway, now they're out and easily accessible if I want them to be. And in here, this is stuff that I just use regularly when I'm making embellishments or stuff for my books. Just die cuts and things I've cut out of paper pads, things that have been gifted to me, tags that I practice on. So yeah, I just keep these easily accessible. That way I could just flip through and use them. And then these were in like these giant packages, so I just opened them into these little bins, and I can just use them on my albums. And this is stuff that I fussy cut when I'm needing to like decompress. I'll just come in here and fussy cut stuff, and I keep that in there. And then these are some miscellaneous stickers, because I like to put stickers on my projects. So that's there. And I guess I'll come down to here, and then I'll go back up. So I have these 3 IKEA drawer units, super heavy, like ridiculously heavy. But they act as the legs for this IKEA top, and I love them. So in my first one, I'm actually going to pull my stool so I can sit down and do this. So in here, I keep all of my bows nice and organized, and I just like to stick bows on everything, so that's kind of perfect. And down in here I keep tissue paper, crepe paper, weird paper, mainly stuff that I use for either wrapping Happy Mail or using with handmade embellishments. So keep that there. And in this one is like tools. So I have a spare heat gun that I found at Goodwill for $2, my ribbon iron, spare Cricut supplies, my cutter needles, some extra scissors, spare glue guns. I actually don't know. Oh yeah, I label all my wires. I don't know what this is to, but this is to my Cricut. I don't have a computer in this room, so you could hook it up to your computer, but I don't. So yeah, so just spare supplies and tools in this drawer. And in this one, I keep all of my punch boards, so my envelope, my treat box. This is like a flower one, and then I have the pinwheel one down there, the pinwheel supplies, my spare scissors, and then I keep like my paper cruncher and my crocodile down there, and then I keep directions to how to use some of the punches and machines underneath. And in my bottom one, I keep, this is all my big tag, We Are Memory Keepers punch tool, my grommet tools. This is one of those giant, like 12-inch staplers. And then I have extra staplers, and then I have weird staples, you know, like this. I don't know if you guys remember this. It's those weird staples, and then these are the staples that like fit into there. So that is those. And in this side, I keep all of my inks. So I purged almost all of my inks, except like the embossing ones. I did purge all of my large Tim Holtz ones because I just got the mini ones, which was easier for me to store. And then I just picked these up on clearance at Hobby Lobby. And this, I don't have any of these, but it was on clearance, so I picked it up. Some extra sponges. And in here are some more wooden stamps. These I'm more likely to use just because I can see them all. And so yeah. And in this one, I have more tools. So this is like my, so I had one of these. What was this called? The Around the Block. It was the paper piercer. And I accidentally broke the needle, and I can't find it. If anyone knows where I could find this small needle, I'd be so grateful for you to tell me, because I have all of these supplies that I can't use. So I found this gun online, and it's like an actual clothing piercer. So it does work with the paper, but I don't like these large tags that it comes with. So yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things. And then here is, I have a lot of old school tools. This is that, it was the mini curling tags tool. So I have all of the tags here. And I traded with one of my old blogging friends years ago for the tool. She sent me the tool, and I had bought all the clips not knowing you needed a tool. So luckily I was able to find the tool, and yeah. And then this is my Smashbook label maker. I really want to get my hands on another label maker because I have all of these and I only have this one. So that is on my list of things to hopefully find. I try and find my stuff at Goodwill or trade it with my pen pal. So if someone wants to trade, let me know, because, you know, I love to trade my stuff. So yeah, that's in there. And then I found this amazing tool, and I love this thing at Tuesday Morning. It's like a clip tool, and it pushes the clips onto paper. Like, you have to have the tool to do it. So I was able to find the tulle, and then I was able to find all these super fun clips with all these different themes. So those work perfect for my album. And then this is like one of those, it was like the eye rock. Do you remember that, where it melted the stones? I just sold mine, but this is like the paper scratcher thing, which I haven't used this one yet because I just have like my distress tool, but yeah, so I have that in there. Okay, in here I keep all of my envelopes and bags. So I don't know about you guys, but one of the hardest things that I had to do was actually take stuff out of the packaging. I don't know why I want all my stuff in the package, but I didn't have the space, so I had no choice but to open everything. So yeah, it was hard. I don't know why. It's so silly. But anyway, these are all my coin envelopes, my Happy Mail envelopes. I did go to Daiso store when I was traveling with my husband, and I was able to pick up a bunch of fun bags from there. Tuesday Morning was selling them for a while, so I scooped them up. Yeah, these Tuesday Morning, I love. You know, I should actually move these. If you remember, I have up here everything that is state related, so that is going to now go up there. Okay. Anyways, all bags. And down in here, I have all more bags. Okay, so these must be envelopes. Okay, yeah, so these are primarily envelopes. These are more bags. So like these went on sale at Hobby Lobby for like $1.24. So I picked up a bunch of those because I put these in my albums, or I make mini loaded bags for my pen pals. So there's those bags, Scrappy Mom bags, paper bags. These are all the bags from Hobby Lobby when they went on clearance. I found these at Goodwill. It was a case, and they have little puppy paws on them, and they're clear, they're square, they're adorable. I'll also trade some of them if anyone's interested. Clear boxes, clear big envelopes so your cards don't get crushed, and then some bigger bags back there. Okay, whew, this is exhausting. Okay, so this is just where I keep spare banners, labels, post-it notes, tickets, whiteout, more labels, and tape. And in here, I keep all of my corners, all my stickers, all of these, just so that they're all in one place. And then these are all of my reinforcements. And then I found the reinforcements punch on clearance, so I keep that in there as well. In here, yes it is. It is my lovely Skittles. Oh, aren't they so pretty? Yes, I do still sell Skittles. Just because I was coaching and working, I didn't have time to promote them like I used to. But yes, my blog is still up and running. The store is still open, so if anybody's interested, yes, you can still buy Skittles. I have tons of different colors. They're all on my website, and they're all beautiful. Okay, so there's my Skittles. And in here is my drawer of tags. I'll come on this side because I usually sit at my desk and this would be the direction. So, again, I took these all out of the packages, and when I make tag flips or do mail swaps, I just grab tags from here. I love to make tags. I like to receive tags. And so, yeah, this whole drawer is nothing but beautiful tags. I love it. Okay, and down here, I'm a huge journaler, tracker of all things. So these are all the journals that I've picked up on clearance, and this is perfect. The Busy Bee, because that's me. Spare Travelers notebooks, covers. So yeah, this whole drawer is just that. Okay, so now when we come under my desk, which is really the only storage, like unaccessible easily storage, is under my desk. So I keep, this is stuff for Happy Mail, like empty boxes. I keep my Skittle making supplies down there. In here I have spare supplies. So these are like extra wooden veneers, extra brads, extra tags, This is that Creative Charms company. This is my Project Life. So when I get a Project Life kit, I try and find someone to swap cards with. So if you have a kit that is different from mine, I cut my cards in half and then you send me your half and I send out my half, because you know you get so many of the same cards. So these are all the extra cards from other kits that I get from people, and I just label them by which Project Life kit they're from. So I do have 2 kits if anybody's interested in swapping. I do have 2 new kits that I haven't opened yet. Okay, in here I keep all of my, and this thing actually wheels out, which is super convenient. In here is all of my, what is it called? My bookmaking binder albums. So some of them are already pre-made, and these are all of the charms. So I found this giant box of book rings at Goodwill. It was like $1. And then when I acquire them, I just put them all together, and I know that this is where I keep them all. And I keep my paper bags for the albums that I make from scratch. And then that just slides right into place back there. Okay, in these bins, these are super heavy. These have vintage books, vintage papers, all things for junk journaling, which it is on my list of things to do, to make a giant junk journal so I can junk journal my entire life. Because right now I use the old Smash books and I love them and I'm a huge believer, but I would really love to make my own. So that's what these 2 bins are. This one is empty scrapbooks that I make for other people. So if someone's looking for a baby album, I usually will have an album in there that I will make for them, specific for what they're looking for. And then on top is all vintagey things that I find at Goodwill's that I would like to be in one of those bins, but those bins are full. So for now, it just stays up there. I can't remember what is in this box, and I just put this box down here. Oh, you know what's in there? That is extra craft supplies that I had duplicates of that I didn't want to get rid of. So we'll be going to my pen pals. So that's what's in that bottom box. It's all brand new craft supplies to go to pen pals. These are travel bags for if I ever travel and scrapbook, which I've never done that, but that's what those are. And then that bin is also all for pen pals. In here, what is in here? This is empty containers, I think. And yes, it's empty organizing containers, which I probably won't really use that because now that my room is done, I don't think I had it because I was swapping stuff around, but I'm pretty much done. I don't really have a place for anything else. So I'll have to probably pull that out and actually go through it. In here, I keep all of my album making kits. So I scored these at Goodwill. You know those kits that you would purchase when you went to one of those scrapbooking events? Well, I scored these at the Goodwill and they're brand new and a whole bunch of them. So yeah, love that. And then up here, okay, so you know what this is? This is all the original Target dollar spot page flags and washi tape. Do you guys remember these? They were such a hot commodity. Well, I went through my stash and I was going to put these up for sale for $1 each. You know, what I paid for them plus shipping. So yeah, if anyone is interested in purchasing these, I'll only sell it as a whole. But if you're interested, let me know. I'll calculate how many items there are. They're $1 each plus shipping, and it would be yours if you're interested. And okay, so I went to an estate sale and I found like carbon paper, like original stuff. Isn't that amazing? And like all of these old vintage Oh, I can actually smell the vintage carbon stuff in there. And then in here, this is all stuff for my pen pals. Yeah. Okay. So over here, I have my light box and my giant Project Life album, which is supposed to be for me, but I have yet to start anything Project Life related. Okay, so really quick, I'm going to continue up because then I'm going to have to end this video. Okay, so these are the IKEA pegboards. Would I get them again versus like the Home Depot ones? I'm not sure because nothing really sits in those clips in these holes like you could buy at IKEA, like at Home Depot, I mean. So I don't know, now that I've invested the money and it's here, it's fine. But if I could go back, I would probably just buy the pegboard because then I could cram way more stuff onto there. But these are those Starbucks glass jars. They fit in here perfectly. I store my pearls, extra buttons. This one's empty, my mini flowers. I love to find little vintage goodies. These are like vintage nuns. Do you see those little vintage nuns? Isn't that awesome? Like, look at how old that is. Okay, these are my Nuvo drops, which I really stink at using those. My collection of staplers. Okay, so I have a thing for staplers. I love vintage staplers. I'll show you my other vintage ones, but I love staplers of all kinds, so I use those right up here. And then here I have my, you know, these scissors that make the trim. I don't know what they're called. Fringe scissors. There we go. Fringe scissors, my brayer, my specialty markers for my planner, more specialty markers for my planner, my good scissors, flowers that I always forget that I have, so now they're showing. Cactus, because I live in Arizona. These are extra pens and pencils and supplies, all my mini flowers, some Tim Holtz Weird Looking Girls, my thread and bobbins for my sewing machine, just some fun ribbon, more enamel dots, or what are these? The melted pony beads. And then these are just giant buttons that I've gotten in Happy Mail, some bling, and some empty jars. Okay, so these were the last of the shelves that my husband just put in this past week. Up there, I keep my albums that are already complete. I have like a baby one done, a barbecue one done. In this big bin, I keep all my personal Smashbook journals. Almost all mine are Smashbooks, so they are all in there. And these are where I keep my kits. So I just found this like Crafter's Companion one at Tuesday morning. Well, not just, like a couple weeks ago. And then here I keep, well, let me climb onto my chair. Ugh. Okay, so in here I keep like certain kits like emoji stuff and running health stickers and stamps and like certain colors that only go together, and then a couple of the paper pumpkin kits. So I keep kits up in there. These are those giant bags that I'm always talking about, the extra large from the Dollar Tree. And in here I keep all plastic bags for shipping, organizing, and Happy Mail. So that's all there. In here, this is all of my sewing supplies, just spare needles, fabric cutting tools, extra fabric and thread. And in here I keep my planner journaling sticker books. I got these on clearance. I don't remember where I got them, but they were like $2. Hello? And then all of these, I've gotten these all on clearance as well. Or I get Staples rewards, and I will just use my Staples rewards to buy these as well. But most of them are just on clearance. And then these are all stamps that are planner related. More stamps that are planner related. And then these are just stickers that are all planner stickers, planner kits, and all those cute things. So yeah. So, okay, well, that is, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to go back to look, because what is this? I think this was video number 3 of this craft room. but we're getting there. Okay, so I'm going to end this video and then we will do this side of my craft room, and maybe we can even get my island done. Okay guys, thanks so much for stopping by. See you in a bit. Bye-bye.